Hey, this is Russ. You know, there are still kind people out in the world. Yep, this is winter, which means we have snow in our area. Now, today was a pretty hefty snow, and I got up early hoping to do the snow removal. And yeah, my neighbor beat me to it. That was a surprise, quite frankly. Now, typically, when my neighbors help us out, they might just take their snowblower and go down the sidewalks, right? And I appreciate that too, because that's just one extra thing you don't have to do. But this time, my neighbor actually did my entire driveway. Now, I had full intention to do it, but I do appreciate the gesture. Now, let me talk a little bit about snow removal in your knee. This is an issue, obviously. If you've had a knee replacement, you don't want to be out there and taking a risk in sliding around with snow, right? But it's been 16 months, so obviously I do have more stability than someone just coming right out of this. So, but let me tell you about the first year, okay? Because I had my knee done September 19th of 2019. So after 3 months, 4 months, snow starts hitting, and of course my knee wasn't ready at that point. So my wife started doing it, but again, we have a pretty decent driveway that has it takes some effort to do. So shoveling it isn't something that you really want to do. You have to use a big snow blower to do it. So luckily for us, we do have one of these large snow blowers. But again, it's hard to maneuver if you've never done it before, and she had never done it before. So I knew that I had to go out there to do it. Now, luckily, last year, the snow wasn't so bad. This year also, it hasn't been too bad. But today, yeah, we had quite a bit of snow. So I knew I needed to get out there, okay? Because, you got to get the cars out if you want to go anywhere. And so, anyways, I had full intention to do it, but I don't usually go out on an empty stomach, okay? It's kind of cold out there, so I wanted to have something in my stomach before I went out there. And by the time I was ready to do it, my wife says our neighbor was already almost finished doing it. So I was surprised. Okay, so and I did get out there a second time, closer towards the noon time period, and I redid it again, and I did her driveway too with our snowblower. Okay, so not like I can't do it. It's just that she's helping me out, so I helped her back. All right. And an interesting thing too is that later on, the snow plows usually come down the street and they will plow you back in. Because if they're cleaning the street, they leave a pile of snow right in front of your driveway. Now, if you own your own home and you have a driveway, you probably know what I'm talking about. They'll plow you in, and then there's no way you can get your car in or out of there unless you do it again. Okay, so we noticed that somebody did my driveway again. Now, I saw this person out there doing it. I don't know who this person is. It was a guy. He had a snow blower, not as big as mine, but still it handled some wet snow because the snow was kind of wet, especially when the streets do it. Okay, now overall the snow today wasn't that heavy, okay, but it is compacted when you're talking about street removed snow, okay. And he did a really good job. So thank you very much to my neighbor, and thank you very much to the other person who did it, who I don't know who did it. So it just kind of restores that there are good people still in the world, and they do help you out. Now, I don't know why this gentleman did it for me. Maybe he's noticed me on the cane, going to get the mail or doing whatever, seeing me out there. Maybe he figured he'd help me out. So yeah, thank you so much for that. And again, I went back out again, cleared the rest of the driveway, right? So anyways, let me tell you real quickly, doing just that for a guy like me who's had my knee done now 16 months now, how does it feel on the knee? All right, now this is a self-propelled snowblower, as you can see that I have, and so you're just walking it, but you do have to kind of maneuver it to turn it and all sorts of stuff, and there's a little bit of pushing to do that. So after I was done, yeah, I can feel it in my right knee, okay, and that's the knee that hasn't been operated on yet, okay, and I felt a little bit on the left knee, but I think the right knee was worse, okay. So the left knee was kind of tired out from it. It had a little bit of pain, but I've been having some pain anyways. But the right knee started hurting again. So that always conjures up in my mind, does that mean I'm going to have to do the right knee eventually? Okay. Now, if I don't do a whole lot that aggravates it, there's really no reason I need to do it right away. But if I kept doing things like cutting grass when it's, during the summer months, or dealing with a snow blower during the winter months, yeah, I'm going to aggravate that knee and I'm going to have it done. So I'm trying my best not to do that. I'm trying to hold off as far as I can. So it's little things like this that, you take for granted until you have a knee problem. Then it becomes a bigger issue for you, right? So anyways, I just wanted to make this video to let you know that there are good people out there that do help you out when they notice that you have an issue, and I'm glad for that. Anyways, if you liked the video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, do all those things, and I will talk to you guys next time.